Hi, my name's Patrick, and I'm going to spend a couple minutes here to help you set your chair up properly. So congratulations on getting your CoreChair active sitting chair. We're going to give you good sitting posture and introduce movement to your day. So a couple of key things to remember: that the chair is designed with a sculpted seat cushion, so that gives good even pressure distribution across the sit surface. And it has a low back support that contacts the top of the back of your pelvis, for some slightly into their lumbar region. But the idea is the sculpted seat and the low back embrace your pelvis, prevent your pelvis from tilting back, and keep you in a more balanced sitting position with your ears over your shoulders. So very simple adjustments on it. On the left-hand side, the paddle at the front moves the chair up and down, and it'll accommodate, this particular chair will accommodate someone from about 5 foot to 6'4". And then the paddle at the back moves the seat back, forward and backward. So I'll show you some fine-tuned settings depending on your body mass index, but for the most part at this stage, you're going to follow the basic instructions. So when you're first sitting in the chair, you want to make sure that the sit surface feels comfortable, the pressure is distributed evenly. You slide your hands down your backside and you'll find that you're just slightly overhanging the seat cushion. That's good. What I want you to do next is to bend forward at your hips as though they're a door hinge. Reach down, pull up that back paddle, reach around with your right hand and pull that back and snug up against your pelvis. Now when you sit up, it should click into place or not, and that's what it should feel like. So we don't want to sit down in the chair and go into a position like this. We want to sit down in the chair so our buttocks is snug up against that back support. So on the right hand side of the classic chair, we have a shifter. We can change the resistance, how much the chair moves. Right now when it's at the back, this is the highest resistance. It's basically a postural support system, still delivers good results. This lever has 5 positions on it, so you can shift it all the way forward, and now the chair moves up to 14 degrees in all directions. So this allows us to mobilize the joints of our hips, our pelvis, and our spine, and help with venous return, blood circulation in general, hydrating your intervertebral discs. It's good to move. So what happens if your body mass index is a little bit higher than average? So we have some other adjustments on the chair. First of all, we remove the seat cushion. As you can see, just pops out. There's 4 connections on the seat surface, 2 here, 2 there. And then we look inside and we see that when you put the bolts into place, you had 2 options. If you were under 5'5", you would have slid the back all the way in, put those 2 bolts in, and the back still moves in and out based on that setting. If you're over 5'5", there you slide that back out just gently, and you'll find those other 2 sets of holes, lock those in, and again the back will move in and out off of that setting. So if you find that you are, say, 5'4", and you have a higher body mass index, your center of mass is going to naturally be shifted further forward, and you may find that the seat wants to tilt forward naturally. Here's what we do. First of all, we remove those 2 bolts that you use because you're under 5'5". We slide that back further back as though you are more than 5'5". Put those 2 bolts in, secure them down tight, because if they're not all the way down, then the back won't slide in and out easily. Now what we're going to do is take that Allen wrench that you've just been using for all of that, and we're going to loosen these 4 bolts here. Now you can see these 4 bolts, they have a washer around them. They're in a slot. We're going to loosen those up, and we're going to slide that seat pan back so that the heads of those bolts are at the front of that slot. Then we're going to tighten them down good and snug, make sure that it doesn't squeak. Then we're going to put that Allen key back in there. We've now just readjusted the center of balance so that the chair fits you. If you find that you're having any other issues with the chair setup, give us a call.